My name is Grace Coates, and I'm with Environment America. And we have Kaiba White here today to tell you all about heat pumps, and she is from Public Citizen. And the way that this will go is that we will have a presentation for about 10 minutes, and then it'll be followed by a facilitated Q&A. So you are more than welcome to use the chat to share your questions, but also if you want to ask it in person, what you can do is that if you go to the bottom of your screen, there's a smiley face emoji that says reactions. You will click on that and then click raise your hand like I just did, and then I'll call on you. And that's how we'll do most of that. And then after the breakout room is over, we will go back into the main room, and you guys will hear more about resources that can help guide your electrification journey that we have. So please stick around for that. And with everything I said, I'm going to pass it over to Kaiba.
Hello, everyone. Sorry for the technical glitch there, and thank you so much, Gracie, for inviting me to this event, and for all of you for showing up. Believe it or not, I'm pretty excited about heat pumps. My name is Kaiba. As Gracie said, I work for Public Citizen's Texas office, and I work on a range of energy and climate policy issues and organizing as well. And I personally have started my home electrification journey. So, you know, every good presentation starts off with a photo of your attic. So that's what you're seeing right here is my hot water heat pump in my attic that we got installed at the end of 2019. I'm gonna just go through a few basics real quick, so then we can get right into the Q&A. First of all, yeah, I think it's pretty evident, but you know, the reasons for getting a heat pump: it's efficiency, it's saving you money, it's climate action. And as our intro speaker mentioned, you know, really we're now at the point where all of us need to get in the game of taking these actions to reduce our emissions and actually, you know, make greenhouse gas reductions a reality. So heat pumps, I think, are a mystery to the average person. And certainly when I first heard about them, I had no idea how they worked. I just had heard that they were efficient. And so I wanted to learn more about them. In essence, a heat pump is just like an air conditioner. So that's the good news. It's really not this kind of wild and crazy technology. It is built on the same exact concepts as your air conditioner. And in fact, heat pumps act as both air conditioners and heating units for your home. And this can apply to both central style heat pumps that utilize your ductwork if you have centralized air conditioning and or heating in your home. But there's also what are called mini split units that can just be installed in a wall or even window units. But fundamentally, when they are in air conditioning mode, just like your air conditioner, they are using low pressure fluid to suck the heat out of your home and then to dump that into the air outside. So low pressure fluid inside of your heat pump will want to kind of suck in all of that heat, and it's a matter of the unit switching back and forth if it's in heating or air conditioning mode. So you can see here this diagram is showing the exact reverse happening. And you know, just to clarify, you know, some people get concerned that, you know, I don't know where everybody is based that's on this webinar today. I'm in Texas, so it's not so much a concern here, but sometimes folks who live in colder areas can be concerned that it's not going to work because the air is so cold. But in fact, until you get down to 0 degrees Kelvin, absolute zero, there is always heat in the air until everything is frozen solid. And I don't mean winter, I mean frozen solid, which never happens here on Earth. There's molecules moving, and that means there's heat. So
Oh,
heat
hey,
pump.
but really quickly, is it possible to take out your earbuds? I think some people are having trouble with the audio, or do you
I don't
maybe?
have earbuds in,
Okay,
but I can sit closer. Is this helpful? Can you
okay.
hear me okay?
I can hear you, but I think there were
Okay,
some people. Okay, keep going.
sorry.
No, all
Not
good.
sure I can do anything
That's
about it.
their system. It's working fine for most people.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you. Okay, please continue. Thank you.
Yeah, good luck to whoever that is. Yes, so even down to as cold as 20 degrees below zero, heat pumps actually do function. So even if you're in the colder parts of the United States, heat pumps are effective and can be an efficient way to heat as well as cool your home. And I think one of the things to understand about heat pumps and why they're so efficient is that unlike with your kind of standard central heating that is perhaps burning natural gas or perhaps even using resistance heat to heat your home, which is highly inefficient. It is a form of electric heat, but it's very inefficient. Heat pumps are moving heat around. So instead of burning a fossil fuel like natural gas, which is pretty common here in Texas, to create heat and then blow that throughout your house, you're just moving heat you're concentrating the heat and then moving the heat throughout your home. So it obviously takes a lot less energy to do that. I'm showing here a diagram of a heat pump water heater. It works the exact same way, except for you also have this heat exchange coil that goes down into the tank of water and actually heats the water up. I will note that a lot of heat pump water heaters that are tank style do also perhaps have a backup resistance heat. So if you are using a lot of water for some reason, like you have a bunch of guests over who want to take showers right away before they leave or whatever, you can kind of get a little extra boost through that resistance heating, but that's only there as a backup option. So in normal operating mode, you'll get the high efficiency of the heat pump. And this unit that you're seeing here, similar to the one that I have, will have looks like it has a digital control. Many of these are now actually Wi-Fi connected. So I can turn on or off or adjust the heat for my water heater that's up in my attic just from my phone. And the other kind of feature that allows for is demand response programs. So that's when an electric utility maybe pays a customer to reduce their energy demand. This is commonly used for air conditioning, at least here in Texas, but it certainly can be used for water heaters as well. So if you're getting a unit that's Wi-Fi enabled, it'll allow for that extra kind of clean energy system component. Some of these incentives were already shared, but I just kind of wanted to have them here in one place for everyone. And I will note, I didn't include the incentives for heat pump clothes dryers, but there is also an incentive for heat pump clothes dryers. But I'm focusing here primarily on the HVAC system, hot water heat pumps, and then sometimes you need an electric panel upgrade or electrical wiring. I'll say I did get an electric panel upgrade when I got solar installed, so I kind of planned ahead and didn't need another service upgrade when I got my water heater, and I've now got an induction stove as well. So that's something to think about if you're making one change, like getting solar or an EV charger or a heat pump, that think about what other changes you might want to make in your home And if you have to make an electric panel upgrade, or perhaps even upgrade your electric service, and that's kind of the capacity of electricity that you can get at one time to your home. Most folks will be fine with that, but if you have an older home, you might need that. Plan ahead, and then you only have to do that once, but there are no incentives for that as well. And the electric wiring. I'm really happy to see these electric wiring incentives, because I have now myself paid 3 different times for electricians to do retrofit wiring for my EV charger, for my hot water heat pump, and for my induction stove. So it all starts to really add up. I've spent upward of probably $3,000 just on wiring costs. So this is a really great rebate to have available for anybody who's lower or moderate income. And some of these, most of these incentives, with the exception of the electric wiring, also have a tax credit option for those who don't qualify for the kind of upfront rebate option. And those are available now. Those are the ones that you heard about. The rebates, my understanding is that they're all going to be going through the state governments. So in Texas, that's our State Energy Conservation Office. It's going to vary from state to state what agency is going to be administering those rebates, but they should be coming through, I believe, in the next few months. And you'll see here just the definition of low income is actually based on the income in your area, and you can look that up. If you're making less than 80% based on household income and household size, then you qualify for the low income rebates. If you're between 80 and 150% of AMI, then you're considered moderate income. And then the higher income is, like I said, just eligible for the tax credits. And I believe there might be a cap on that as well, but I don't remember where it is. And probably most of us are not in danger of going over that limit. And that's all I really have to share on the front end. Would love to answer your questions and have a conversation. I did just want to share, I think these 2 resources from Rewiring America are really helpful. The link to the guide is pretty long, so I'm sure Gracie or whoever can send around the presentation and the links later, but they also have a calculator where you can put in your household size and your income, just and your location, and they can tell you which incentives you're eligible